Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Nice. This is truly a wonderful, wonderful Shabbat. As we have the first Shabbat of every month, we celebrate birthdays. And this evening, amongst other birthdays, I'm sure, we have the opportunity to celebrate a very special birthday. Edna, thank you. You're turning 39 again. So we'll invite Edna and whoever else you want to bring with you to light our Shabbat candles.
Do you want me to read anything? Okay. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. Would you like to read this one? Do you want to read this?
I can't.
Read it.
As their brightness reminds us of the generation of Israel who had kindled light to me, we in our own day be among those who have kindled light. Can you do it?
Okay. This is the,
Go ahead.
see if I can.
Get it? Okay.
Page 2.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav tzivanu b'ha'ad l'ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
Yasher Koach. Let's turn together to page 10 as we begin to get ready to welcome Shabbat and join in Hine Matov, how great it is for us to be together.
הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד.
Page 12, Lechu Neranana, come let us sing joyously to God.
לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. נריה, נריה לצור אישנו, לקדמה בתודה. נריה, נריה לצור אישנו, זמירות נעירה לו. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני.
As we turn together to page 20 and we welcome Shabbat into our hearts and our lives, and we join in Lecha Dodi, we'll do verses 1, 2, and 9. And as we get to verse 9, we'll rise together and turn to the door as we welcome our mystical Shabbat bride into our hearts.
Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, pnei Shabbat, nekabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela shamor v'zachor v'divorecha yishmianu el hamyuchan Adonai echad u'shmo echad l'shem u'tiferet v'litila lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki hine kor haveracha merosh mikerem nesucha sof maseh b'machshava techila lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela boi v'shalom atet ba'ala גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי קלה לך דודי לקראת קלה b'nei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
Please be seated as we continue page 22 with Psalm 92, which is a psalm or a song for Shabbat. It's good to praise Adonai, to sing hymns to your name, O Most High, to proclaim your steadfast love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night, with a 10-stringed harp, with voice and lyre together.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, עלי אסור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בכינור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון.
We turn together to page 24. Shalom Aleichem are words of welcome. And tonight we have lots of people who are here, perhaps for the first time. and guests and people who are returning to Temple who haven't been here in a long time. And so we welcome especially Abby, not Tannenbaum anymore, right? Tinsel, but still Tannenbaum. Great. Abby Tannenbaum is with us from Ireland, and welcome back, welcome home. Happy to have all of you, and happy to have all of the Fritz extended family, yes? And everybody else who's also celebrating and commemorating different experiences and different moments at Temple. It's all part of what makes it important. And so, in order for us to spend a little bit of time, I want you to get up and go meet somebody that you don't know and say, Shalom Aleichem, may peace be on you, and Alechem Shalom on you, may there be peace. And we can find our seats once again. And so we'll join together as we sing Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Borchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seichem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
We turn together to page 26 as we rise for Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitkadash v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, ve'amad yivrach chirutei ve'amlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yamechon, u'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, b'gala Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach, Le'olam Ulol Me'omaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach ve'yishtabach, Yitbar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, Shemei Kudisha, Barichu, Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Damiran be'alma, Imaru, Amen.
And we turn to page 28 for Baruch, our call to worship.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch
Adonai HaMevorach, Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated as we continue, and we'll read together in the middle of page 30. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alerts the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. Page 33. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Ahavat olam made Yisrael, Amecha havta, Amcha havta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta, Otanu limadeta, Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shokbeinu, U'kumeinu nasiach bechukecha, V'nizmach b'divrei Toratecha, U'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed, Ki hem chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, U'vahem negei yomam v'layla, negei yomam v'layla, Ve'ahavatcha l'tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
We rise together for Shema, page 34.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Please be seated as we continue with V'ahavta, page 36.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha ubechol nafshecha ubechol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha Hayom al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, uvlechtecha v'derech, uv'shachmecha uv'kumecha, ukshartam leot al yadecha, Ve'hayu letotafot b'neinecha, uchtabtam al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha. Leman tizkeru, ve'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'hitem gedoshim le'elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, lehiot lachem le'Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem, Emet.
Page 39. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
We join in our Song of Freedom, Mi Chamocha, page 40.
Yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 ya la 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 lai mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai mi kamocha ne'er b'kodesh Nora tehilot osefele, Nora tehilot osefele.
Malchut achara'u vanecha bokeh yam nifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze Elianu v'amru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. V'ne'emar ki fada Adonai et Yaakov, v'golo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Page 43. Let's join together at the very top. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. V'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Uvros aleinu sukat shlomecha, uvros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen.
We turn together to page 45. We are a people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. The Exodus lasted a moment enduring forever. What happened once upon a time happens all the time, as we thank God for the blessing and the opportunities of Shabbat, and we join together in Vishamru, page 44.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asod et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Beni uvein b'nei Yisrael oti leolam, oti leolam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ki sheish yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ubayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam.
We turn together to page 46 as we rise for Amidah. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open our lips, that our mouths may declare your praise.
Adonai sifatai tiftachu fi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'mevii Geula Lifnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol harav lehoshia. Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem. Mechalkel chaim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim. Zomech noflim verofeh cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayeh emunato lishenei afar. Michamocha bal gevurot, Umido melach, Melech memit umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua. V'ne'eman atah lahachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Lechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, Kadoshim b'chol yom yahalu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
Please be seated as we continue page 53. Days pass and the years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see wherever we gaze that the bush burns unconsumed. And we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, how filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Page 55. Let's join together. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 57. Ratzeh Adonai Eloheinu ba'amcha Yisrael. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer. Wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. Page 59. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us, so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, u'lecha na'eh lehodot. Page 61. Let's join together in our prayer for peace. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Tasim אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום, וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני עושה השלום.
We take some moments for silent prayer.
יהיו לרצון אמרי פי והגיון ליבי לפניך, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי וגואלי וגואלי.
We turn together to page 253, our prayer for healing. And we ask God for healing for all those who need that extra energy, that extra help in recovery. Healing can come in many forms. Healing of body and mind or heart or soul. And in our congregation, we especially call to mind Ross McCullough, Eric Shabetta, Stephanie Willis, Alicia Leopold, Louis Tenenbaum, Carol Ford, Allie Ford, Jan Mandel, Doug Botner, Melanie Wood, Irv Willis, Alana Bennett, Hani Alajam, Nancy Thompson, Rabbi Brad Bliefeld, Marcia Koblitz, Barbara Shapira, Darlene Sharp, Zachary Salmon, Paula Perry, and Carol Puttringer. If you're joining us via live stream and you would like to add a name, please add the name into our chat. If you're here in person and would like to add a name, as I look around, please do so.
Linda Casaros, Mark Cantelli, Bruce Stragman, Jerry Olson.
We join together in our prayer for healing, middle of the page.
Yisheberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach מקור הברכה לאבותינו. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Well, Shabbat Shalom. We are at the very beginning of our annual Torah reading cycle, having just read the creation story last week. Guess what comes this week? Noah, right? Story of Noah's Ark. And I found something which is, an interesting series of advice that says everything I ever needed to know you can learn from the story of Noah's Ark. You ready? Okay, here we go. It's 11 points. Number 1, don't miss the boat. 2, remember that we're all in the same boat. 3, plan ahead. It wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. Number 4, stay fit. When you're 600 years old, someone may ask you to do something really big. So Edna, you still got another, few years. 5, don't listen to critics. Just get on with the job that needs to be done. 6, build your future on high ground. 7, for safety's sake, travel in pairs. 8, speed isn't always an advantage. The snails were on board with the cheetahs. 9, when you're stressed, float for a while. 10, remember, the ark was built by amateurs, the Titanic by professionals. And 11, no matter the storm, when you are with God, there's always a rainbow waiting. So on this Shabbat, as I take a look at Noah and reflect on the things that we have to teach, I'm struck by this one line in the Parsha that talks about Noah himself. And it describes Noah as a righteous person. But it doesn't stop there. It says he's a righteous person, in his generation. And the rabbis struggle with that, right? The rabbis struggle with it because was he a righteous person? Or was he just a righteous person compared to all the horrible people that were part of that generation? Who knows? And I'm reflecting on where we are in the next few days. We may be making some choices about leaders, yes? And, the notion of being righteous in our generation feels relevant. And as we approach the election, I think that this story of Noah can serve as a bit of a mirror, asking us to consider what standards we apply when we choose our leaders. What should we demand of those that we elevate to a leadership position? Is it enough for a leader to be good enough or in their generation relative to those around them, or do we simply have a higher standard? So let's think about Noah for a minute. The world around Noah was filled with corruption, and yet Noah remains upright. Some commentaries, like Rashi, suggest that Noah was righteous really only in comparison to his contemporaries. Others say that his righteousness was genuine, and he was righteous independent of anything, and it wasn't relative. In the context of our experience, these two kind of ideas can offer a bit of a framework. The question isn't only about the candidates and policies. It's about what we expect from leadership itself. When we look at candidates, we can be tempted to think, well, maybe this person isn't perfect, but they're better than the alternatives. It's easy to get drawn into the idea that our leaders don't need to embody true moral clarity. They just need to be better than the opposition. In some ways, it feels a little bit like Rashi, right? It's all relative. But I think that if we want our society to rise above mere survival, if we want to seek transformation rather than just tinkering and minor improvements, we have to look for leaders who can inspire us to be better. We need to look beyond who's better or who's the better alternative and instead seek those with a clear grounding and a sense of what is just and compassionate and righteous. Perhaps it means not only examining our candidates, but also asking ourselves, what do we truly value? What kind of society do we hope to build? Noah may not have been perfect, but he responded to God's call with action. God says, build the ark, and Noah goes and builds the ark. Sometimes we too find ourselves choosing the best among imperfect options. But even then, we can make a choice that's well-informed and intentional and grounded in values. And choosing a leader becomes an opportunity to express what we think our future should be. In the Talmud, there's a powerful reminder that says, in a place where there are no righteous people, we have to be righteous. We have to strive to be righteous. That's our charge. If we find ourselves in a moment where the choices don't fully satisfy our expectations for justice and compassion, we still have an obligation to strive to elevate those who will uphold the highest values possible amongst us to positions of leadership. So beyond voting, we can act with those values in mind. After all, the work of building is a just and the work of building this ethical and just society is never solely in the hands of leaders, right? It rests with each of us and each and every day. So as we stand at this precipice, this crossroads, try to remember that we are part of a generation with an ability to shape the future. This week, we read Noah, and we reflect on the unique leadership qualities we seek in those who guide us. So I hope that and pray that we hold those principles that we care about, not just in selecting leaders, but of course in how we live our lives every day. So we pray that this Shabbat inspires us to rise above the limitations of the moment, to look not only at what is, but what could be, to pursue a vision of leadership and responsibility that calls each of us to our higher selves. And so as we wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom, a Shabbat of peace, we also wish everybody in our community, our country, a Shavua Shalom, a week of peace. Amen. We have some birthdays to celebrate. Edna, this is you. Come here. Come on up. Ed, do we have others who are celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, special moments? Come on over here.
Me and Allie are maybe Cleveland or Pittsburgh for our birthdays. We go get kosher.
Excellent. Here, come on over.
Only
Where do you want us to go?
You stand right here.
Oh,
Okay.
This was in the last month?
Great. So we have, I think, some special birthdays. Yes?
Yes,
Right.
I turned 60.
Edie, I know, is celebrating a very special birthday.
yes.
Also 39 again. I'm careful that way. And David,
65.
awesome. Oh, very good. And Phil?
68.
Okay, very good.
49.
You're always looking for a deal. You want half off, right? And Allie?
33,
Excellent.
25.
Whoa.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Rabbi, 70. 70.
And Edie is 70, yes. Very good. Well, this is remarkable, right? We have many, many different generations, including a very, very wonderful 100 years old. My goodness.
I made it.
Yeah.
But you know, here at Temple, that's not like such a big deal already. Like, you know, I mean, we have Lyman, he's already, you know. So, but it is wonderful to be able to celebrate with you today and this weekend. And we wish everybody a mazel tov and celebration. And we want to ask for God's blessing.
Come on, get close.
I have to talk into the microphone. I don't have my back to you. So we ask for God's blessing in the ancient words of Torah. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God always bless you and keep you. Yair Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May God's presence be with you and may God guide you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God always be with you and may God give you the blessings of peace, of health, and happiness. Amen.
2 years on.
And we'll join together as we don't go anywhere. People are so eager to leave. We join together as we thank God for the opportunity to be here at this very special moment as we sing Shehechianu.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kihanu v'hivianu b'zman hazeh.
Mazel tov.
We've got one in between, too.
We'll turn together to Aleinu, page 282. Please rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. Top of 284. שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים עמו ושכינתו זו בגובהי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו וזולתו, ככתוב בתורתו. וידעת היום בהשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, והארץ מתחת אין עוד. Middle of 287. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. Page 288, as we turn our thoughts to all those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, our friends, our families, people we know, people that we don't know. When I die, give what's left of me away to children and old men who want to die. If you need to cry, cry for your brother walking the street beside you. When you need me, put your arms around anyone and give them what you need to give me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known or loved, and if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not in your mind. You can love me best by letting hands touch hands, by letting go of children that need to be freed. Love doesn't die, people do. So when all that's left of me is love, give me away. On this Shabbat, we observe Yahrzeit for Jonas Adler, Lisa Chinsky, Mina Eisenberg, Emma Voss, Louis Goldman, Sarah Levy, I. Jerry Cohen, David Einhorn, Meyer Nast, Frida Rosenthal, Herman Herskovitz, Willa Jane Urich, Becky Ehrlich Obernauer, Regina Weizenkorn, and Isaac Leibovich. If anybody has any other names that they would like to add, if you are joining us via live stream, please add the name into our chat. If you are here in person and would like to add a name, please do so. We turn together to the words of Kaddish on page 294. Please rise. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, ba'alma divrach rutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'izman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lameh amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitzba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudsha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran b'yoma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya
וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום. עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו amen.
Please be seated, and I'd like to, please.
So this isn't why I'm up here, but as long as I'm up here, I do have to say that I, Jerry Cohen, is my grandfather. He was my father's father, and I loved him to death when I was little. He taught me how to play catch. He used to play handball. He was a huge handball player, and he used to bring me the used handballs, and they were like super balls. I love my Grandpa Jerry. Why I'm really here, though, is to talk about Lisa Chinsky. And I'm not going to say a whole lot because I could never find the words to fully describe Lisa, but those of you who didn't know her missed knowing one of the most wonderful people in the world. She was always there to help anybody who needed help. And the other thing that I will tell you about Lisa is that if it hadn't been for Lisa, I do not think that we would be in this building today. And so for those of you who didn't know Lisa, talk to one of the people who've been around for a while, and all of them will only have wonderful stories to tell you about Lisa. Thank you.
And we'll invite Rochelle Kowinski forward to share some announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Julie. That's always such a wonderful thing to hear stories about some of the people that many of us didn't know. All of us, or many of us, knew Lisa and love her and will always remember her. But the story of your grandfather was very special. Thank you. Shabbat morning services on Saturday, November 2nd, can't believe we're already into November, is hosted by Bris Shalom and will be at 10 o'clock there. You can check online in terms of any other details, but that's where morning service and Torah study will take place. A very special announcement, Iron Chef Matzah Ball competition. Who would have ever thought? But this is something to think about. So all of you who have ever made a matzah ball or have any intention, here's your chance. So the competition is that you need to make 12. The broth is going to be provided, and I think it's a blind, right? It's a blind competition, so these matzah balls are going to be judged by all of the people. You pay $5 to come and eat matzah balls, such a deal. Who would turn that down? So this is like November 10th at 5 p.m. Go online if you need more details, but they're also here. And those of you who are live streaming, do not miss this. So $5 to come and eat, or if you're really ambitious, make 12 matzah balls and bring them. And you don't have to pay the entry fee because you're cooking the matzah balls. It is going to be such fun, right? So many stories to tell about how you make your matzah balls. How come they're not so fluffy? How, whatever. So this will be great fun. Yes?
Are we going to eat them here, or do we eat them at home and bring them?
Eat them here.
We eat them here. Oh, make them at home and bring them. Yes, yes.
Not the soup, just the balls.
The broth will be here. Oh, I can see this is just causing so much grief. Yeah. So read your temple topics, go online.
If you have questions, we can speak during the week.
Yeah. Also, continuing, there's a pulpit exchange with First Presbyterian Church of the Covenant on Friday, November 15th at 6:15. Reverend Brittany Knight is going to speak during Shabbat services, and Rabbi Murray is going there on Sunday, November 17th at 11. Insights into Judaism and the adult B'nai Mitzvah classes take place on Wednesdays at 7. Please check our website for details. And after services tonight, an oneg to die for. It's to celebrate all the November birthdays and, of course, my mother, Edna's 100th birthday. And I just want to say one thing is that Edna moved here 2 years ago from Southern California to be close to Bill and I. And that is a blessing in of itself. But this congregation, as usual, opened its arms and welcomed her. We are truly a people of loving kindness because you have welcomed her, included her, and this has become her home too. So thank you. Shabbat Shalom.
Mazel tov to all of our birthdays, especially Edna on your 100th. Wow, wow, wow. And so we're going to conclude with a prayer or a song for peace. Salam. May peace come soon.
Odivo shalom aleinu, Odivo shalom aleinu, Odivo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Odivo shalom aleinu, Odivo shalom aleinu, Odivo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam, salam, salam aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam, salam.
And if we turn together to page 5, we join in Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava u'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron le'maaseh bereshit, ki hu yom techila le'mikra'e kodesh, zecher etziat Mitzrayim, ki vanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol hamim, v'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava u'vratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Amen.
Chaim. And a homemade Rochelle challah. Very nice. So we'll say the blessing and then we'll bring it over. You'll have a chance to taste it at the table. We'll join together.
Motzi lachem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Yes, if you could just leave your prayer books on your seats, we'll take care of them. Thank you so much.